having a sort of you were having a crisis last night because I gave you your worming and preventative treatment. Have you forgiven me now? Have you? Oh, well, you've forgiven me. I'm giving you your treatment. Yes. Yes, I'd like some cat food now, please, Mum. Little man, do you want some food? I bet you do. You want some nice food? Let people see your beautiful tail. Let me see, get all of you in. Yeah, I've got a beautiful tail, people. Yeah, I've got a little mark on my nose. I think I've been arguing with a rat. Yes? Yay, hi. Hi. Breakfast time at the Badley household, isn't it, Womble? Yay. You're a good little Womble. Well, morning, guys. It was an interesting night last night. I fell trying to get myself on my bed. Because I do one transfer at night on my own, or I've been trying to maintain doing the one on my own. Failed miserably, fell on the floor, pressed my emergency pendant thing like you see here, and I said, please don't ring my dad because he's late, just send the responder. And then they phoned my dad and sent a responder anyway. So that was alright. She was a very nice responder actually, and at least I'd got clothes this time, or at least I was clothed, and they got me off the floor with this elevation device, because I pointed out my dad is getting sort of long in the tooth for lifting me off the floor. He can do it, but I don't want to do him mischief. So that was just last night's antics, because I was running around because I've had a different shower chair provided because the other one was too big and I kept falling down the hole in the middle. So they've sent another one that's supposed to be more designed for people with cerebral palsy. So I'm excited to show you that one, and I was more thinking, I hope they don't come before the carers come in the morning, because I might fall getting out of bed to open the door. And then I promptly fell as I was thinking about not falling, so that wasn't the best move I ever made. And typically they came, obviously I couldn't have a shower this morning because they were coming with we didn't know what time they were coming because it's a company called Mediquip and you just vaguely get a day. They do all the servicing of the equipment that I have for the most part, apart from my chair, which is done with a company called Ross Care. And they have provided this new padded seat so that hopefully the sores on my coccyx, the sore on my coccyx doesn't open up again, which will be very pleasant because it's healed nicely since I've been having the carers in. So it was just nice to get off the floor, and it was nice of Dad not to go too mad. The fact it was fairly late at night and he'd had to come down. He left Scout in the car, so I didn't get to see my little dog. But the cats stayed in the other room, which was nice of them. I thought they might have come to keep me company when I was lying on the floor waiting for the responder. But they stayed on the sofa. So, because normally one of them at least comes in to investigate what the calamity was. Or maybe I didn't make enough noise to wake them up. Sorry, I'm shaking. But if I'd have had the camera to hand, I'd have got Dad to film them lifting me off the floor with this thing. Ooh, I can't stop shaking today. I don't know if I might have an infection. This usually happens every time I fall. It's usually infection related somewhere down the line, so there's something grumbling on somewhere. It's usually a bladder infection or something, but anyway, I feel okay, and I was just really tired yesterday, which also doesn't help. But I want to get back to doing some study today. So I'll see you guys later. I might do some painting, and we have a new. I'm doing the shed out in my yard, so all the junk from the shed will be leaving in a hippo bag, it's called. It's like a foldable skip thing. You fill it up, and then anything you want to be like carted away will be carted away, and that's quite and hopefully I can sort of work with having the shed to do more things in, like painting and writing, like I used to do when I first had the shed, because it's got electricity in it, so it seems a pity not to use it to its full potential. And it's not too cold in there, well, not yet anyway. It might be too cold in the winter, and my dad might insulate it for me. There has been rumours about possibly insulating the shed. So I shall see you guys later anyway. I decided to start the day with some art today because I haven't been able to do any in a while. So I have started with a reference picture. The picture is a view from the holiday cottage, which is my dad's business. And I have decided to draw the view from the front door because it's one of my favourite views to do, and I haven't done any painting for almost a year because things sort of got out of hand and I've had nowhere to paint really. But now I've got the new shed when it's up and running, so I thought I'd sketch out some art work to be getting on with. So I'm using a Copic multi-liner, and because I have very little depth perception, I plot out where things are in the distance using carbon paper first, which helps sort of give me a reference point. So on any of my reference pictures you usually see little marks where I've gone over the picture to put the basic marks in place before I add the lines myself. So I've got a bit of a set of footage of me starting with the adding of the colour as well. So that will be coming along soon. But it's just been nice to do something a little more creative, and it's always nice to start a day with a bit of creativity. And as I miss going to art group at the moment, because like the mental health groups that I would be accessing to do art with are still currently locked down at the moment, and my caregivers don't get to the house in time to allow me to go at the moment either. So I thought I'd take things upon myself to do a bit of creative work, and it always helps sort of relax my brain a bit, so because you don't have to be thinking about composition of papers and learning new subjects. So when I had my nervous breakdown a few years ago, I found art invaluable in that way. So I'd recommend it to anybody. And it's just nice to feel a bit more relaxed after last night's fall antics. So anyway, so I'll add some of the inking footage so you can see what the picture begins to look like, and I'll be finishing it off probably in a video in the future. So as the shed is now cleaned out, so I'm happy to I think I'm going to be working in there imminently when I've got some of the furniture up and running. So I'm hoping to have a sort of bolt hole in the summer so I can keep the house a bit tidier and sort of under control. Here you can see I've started to add the ink using a type of marker called Copic markers. These are quite expensive art supplies and I've built them up over a number of years. I like the Copic markers because they're quite thick and easy for me to grip because I have some fine motor issues. But I have to say they are one of my favourite things to work in, and it was nice to get back to doing some work with them. Like in this picture, I'm hoping to refill some of my spent markers and do some more work with them in the future. Because I like to do buildings the most, as you've probably seen from my intro. Some of my old artwork is used in that. So if you want somebody better with artwork than me, Katie Ryles Art is a very good channel to utilise if you want to learn about techniques and what's available in different art boxes. And also Baylee Jae, who was one of the first artists I ever followed. So I hope you've enjoyed this video and my attempt to rehabilitate my fine motor control, which has gone a bit awry recently. I hope you've enjoyed today's video, a bit of a departure from the norm, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.